ladies and gentlemen of the World Wide Web. Welcome to the Getting Sidetracked podcast, starring three of the best internet tank historians I think the world has ever known. Myself, Ep.1, and Big Fish, 821. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
That is me. I'm Big Fish 821. I come
And-
from Canada, and I basically know everything about tanks.
That's
Yes,
bullshit.
sir.
That's genuine bullshit.
Hold on, I haven't introduced you yet.
Introduced you yet?
Hold on, wait your turn.
Wow. Okay.
Unnamed member of the group.
All right,
Then
guys.
this-
It looks like we're getting sidetracked on.
Oh, he said the name. He said the thing.
Hey!
Yeah, that's the thing.
Also joining us here today and every day, because that's how this podcast works, is a good friend of both of ours, Nomad Prod. Hello,
Hey,
Nomad.
what's
How are you
up,
doing
bro?
today?
Oh shit! I have the talking stick now. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
I
I have
gave it
so
to
much
you.
power.
You do not swear in my
in your lap.
Yeah,
Christian
you don't. You
sidetracks.
don't have the talking stick. Okay, I am the one with the talking stick.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take that talking stick real quick. We've all been on the road now for quite a while. We've been working together for a hot minute, and we were driving around in our little T62 and whatever the hell tank this is.
I think this is
and it's broken down on the side of the road. I don't care. It's broken. It's literally
useless.
fucking upside down.
It's fucking useless.
It doesn't even matter what model of tank this was because it doesn't
I know, I
exist
just-
anymore. So
I just
now
found
we're
it
stuck
on the
here.
side of the horror road. You know.
Yeah. So now we're stuck here in the middle of the desert, and we're just gonna hang out until we just slowly starve to death. So we'll see how many episodes we can get going before the sweet release of death embraces us all. But until then, we're gonna try to crack a few jokes along the way.
So who's placing the bets? How many episodes can we go before dying of absolute thirst?
Honestly,
I don't
think
even
we're
know
gonna
if we'll
get
finish
bored.
this one. Yeah, we'll get bored.
know.
We'll get bored before we'll kill ourselves. We'll get so bored of waiting to starve to death. We'll find something. I'm gonna try to find the Makarov or whatever pistol that's in the hole somewhere, and I'll just shoot myself at that point.
Would
I
it be
think I see it's
Makarov?
been blown off into the mountain.
Yeah, honestly.
Do you guys think you would survive like an apocalyptic scenario, like a survival scenario like this?
Well,
No,
it
Did
depends.
you ever
in the middle
think
of
that
the
you would
desert.
actually make
What's your
it?
problem?
Well, it
But
depends. Like this doesn't look like a dangerous desert where you can like the Sahara or something.
I mean, we're
Okay.
in a tank, so chances
How
are
much
there's some
oil
pretty
is
hostile
in the
things out
tank?
here.
How much oil is in the tank, and how
The
far
turret is
away are the
currently removed
Americans?
from the tank, upside down, barrel in the dirt. The
There's
tracks
no
are
oil.
sunken into the mud, and the engine has caught fire. I don't know how much of that matters.
So the Americans aren't that far, are pretty far then.
Yeah, the Americans are not interested in what we're doing right now. No.
Excellent.
We're far
We'll
away.
get to talk in peace.
All right.
Okay.
So,
But-
yeah, you had a good question though. What would you do in an apocalypse?
Yeah, like imagine, okay, like Fallout New Vegas comes true.
Okay, so
Are
you mean
you,
like a
like,
nuclear
you just-
apocalypse?
Yeah, you've come out of the vault with a 10 millimeter pistol, and
Mr.
like
House.
you're out. Oh yeah, you're right. You come out of the house. That's right.
No, Mr. House ending. The end.
Mr.
Switch
I've never
subject.
actually played Fallout New Vegas, so that
Yeah.
we'll
Well,
save that for
I've
another day.
I've never played any Fallout points, so I know the
Oh my
concept.
God.
I've
Oh
watched
my
videos.
god, get him off it,
Get him out of here,
Get
dude.
him off, get him out of here.
I
Hey,
love Fallout 4.
I
Get him
must
out of here.
I must say I am a Skyrim expert. Therefore, I am superior to
Ew.
you all.
What the fuck? Skyrim. When was
I'm
the
gonna
last Skyrim? Okay, wait. Can you?
When
explain
was
to me
the
then, like,
last
what the fuck is happening with
Skyrim?
What's
Skyrim?
this about rimming,
Did
man?
you just say when was the last Skyrim?
Yeah, is it still Elder Scrolls 5? Because they also made Elder
It's-
Scrolls Online, and they made so many
Bro,
others. Does it matter? Does
Skyrim
anyone
is
care?
the name of Elder Scrolls 5. The other ones
I-
are not called Skyrim.
Oh, that's right. It's when's the next Elder Scrolls game? It's not about. Yeah,
Didn't they
okay,
announce
whatever.
a
Okay.
new one recently, and it just never
Yeah,
happened.
well,
or
I
it's
think
still
it was
getting
in
made.
like E3 2017. They announced Elder Scrolls 6 and radio silence since then.
Yeah, because the game doesn't exist. They just needed something to announce.
Yeah.
The
Well,
game literally
that's
is
just
like
Bethesda
I don't
for you,
even
man.
think they've made a single asset for the whole game yet.
The janitor was just constantly re-releasing Skyrim, and they had to fire him for budget cuts. So
They're
they
like,
had
we
to,
can't
shit,
keep.
I gotta come up with something.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I think that was it. They finally ran out of things to re-release Skyrim onto. So then the next best thing was just, well, fuck, let's just tell them that we're gonna make a whole new Skyrim.
Turns out
But
it's
it's not
just
gonna
gonna be
happen.
a DLC.
It wouldn't even surprise me. It's gonna be a DLC for like Fallout, something like.
Skyrim. The next Skyrim game will be a DLC for Fallout.
It's
Guys,
like Skyrim, but with guns, you know?
It's like Fallout, but with like swords and bows and arrows
And, like,
fantasy and magic, and, it's
and
like,
no
wait a minute.
nuclear waste and no nothing.
Yeah, it's Fallout, but it's not at all Fallout.
Yeah.
It's Fallout with swords. That's it.
Guys,
That's
See,
the
we're
tagline
already
for
getting
Untitled Chapter.
sidetracked. We're already getting sidetracked. Holy shit.
Yeah. The podcast lives up to its namesake, Nomad. I don't know if you fucking
We
noticed.
predicted.
Yeah.
Yeah, we predicted this was gonna happen.
We didn't name
It's
it
the
this
only
for
thing
no
we've
fucking
predicted.
reason.
I don't know if this is ever gonna be released to the internet. I don't know if we'll last 2 seasons.
Well, that
I don't know if we'll last 2 episodes. Hey-o,
Well-
up top.
Hey, oh, last thing, eh?
All right. Nobody met me there. So I'll take it back.
So,
Stuff that back in my
yeah.
pocket. I'll bring it out later.
back to the question. So,
Nope.
you're okay.
What was the question?
You're released into a Fallout New Vegas like scenario. So the world
Jinx,
is fucked.
yo! High five. Come on in.
You're gonna be alone on that high five, sir.
You didn't meet me there? I'll take it back. I'll put it back. I'll bring it
Yeah,
back
put it
later.
back. Put it back. Put it
I'll
in
bring it
your
back
pocket.
later. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked. I'm sorry.
That's the whole goal of the thing. Just say we got sidetracked. Just
How
be,
many
"Oh,
times?
sorry, I'm
Maybe
getting
maybe
sidetracked
maybe
right
that
now."
should be the real thing. Is how many times can we reference the fucking title of this podcast within the podcast?
That would be
It's
so
like the
great.
Peter Griffin meme when they say the name of the movie in the movie, and Peter's like,
Roadhouse?
"Ah, they said it. They said it."
So
Oh
We're
god.
just constantly saying Roadhouse after King.
Roadhouse.
so for the fourth time,
You can keep it.
Is it the 4th time? Do you even know how to count, Nomad?
I'm sorry, man. We're getting sidetracked on how many times you've asked the question right now.
All right, the joke
Jesus
is old.
fucking Christ. All right, so you're released in a nuclear wasteland. The
Mhm.
world is turned to shit. What do?
Die. Hey, come on.
No, the world has turned to shit. What do? Die.
Come on.
Just very
We're just
brief,
walking around.
short, simple, to the point. I like it. I mean,
Yeah, well, I
yeah.
mean, seriously,
Die.
I literally feel like I would just open my foot on like a branch by accident and I would just die of an infection.
Well, here's the thing, though. Like that does kind of depend on where you are, like
Yeah.
where in the world you are.
Okay.
Because like if you're walking out into like a post-nuclear West Virginia, your chances are going to be way different than if you walked out into a post-nuclear Texas, right?
well, it depends if the
Yeah.
if the nuke has exploded near you or not.
Well,
Like,
you
I guess so.
survived. That's the thing.
So
Well,
How
okay,
many
you get
mutant creatures you're going to
I'm-
encounter, and how
because-
many people? I'm more scared of people than I am of
Yeah,
mutant creatures. I'm going to
honestly.
be honest.
but like, let's be real. Most of the world's gonna be fine. It's the major cities that are gonna be bombed. Right?
Well, but also, hold on. Are we waking up like 200 years later?
No,
Or is
okay,
this,
no.
Like
Let's-
right after.
let's say
Like Chernobyl levels of like there's radiation, but you could survive it. Like
Yeah,
it's been like
let's-
20
let's-
or 30 years.
Yeah, it's been like, let's say you wake up after a coma after 20 years. You're not a vegetable, but
Okay.
like you're semi-vegetable. No, okay, I'm kidding. But it's
Oh,
like,
Nice semi.
no.
I can't walk. I have no
That
legs.
sucks.
No.
I'm
You
more
die.
I'm more into meat.
I mean, hey, I would much rather have no legs than no arms. That's an easy.
yeah,
I would take that
honestly,
any day
yeah.
of the week.
honestly, I'd rather have both my legs amputated
Yeah.
than both my arms, or just a
I
single
can.
arm.
Lieutenant Dan, is that you?
Lieutenant Dan, but you ain't got no legs. That was a horrible impression. That was a horrendous impression. That was really bad.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
sorry.
good thing we're gonna cut this, right? No, never mind. We
No,
don't cut
No,
into
this
it.
is
there-
not.
there's
This
getting
is
sidetracked.
whatever happens, happens, man. This is
I'm
it.
sorry. There's not gonna be any edit. This is like thrown to the world.
Yeah. This
So
is raw.
raw.
This is an
I don't
attempt
think
at
I would survive.
communication. I need help. This is if they've got me kidnapped.
All right. So all right. I'm gonna rephrase everything.
They're disregarding the
There's
facts.
been nuclear attacks on major cities. I live near Montreal, therefore I am relatively close to that major city. I wake up exactly where I live. 20
Mhm.
years after the bombing. So,
Well, I would be dead
oh, because you live in a major city.
because I live literally in the dead center of a major city, which is only a couple miles from Washington D.C., the capital of this fair country we call the United States of America.
so
So
you're fucked.
I'm probably dead, yeah, unless somehow I've been kept in cryosleep in a basement somewhere. like in a
Okay,
in a
but
nuclear bomb shelter, maybe.
let's say you.
Otherwise, I'm fucking dead. And if I do, I'd walk out of the bomb shelter, and it would just be a giant crater where this whole city used to
Okay, well,
be.
let's say you miraculously lived.
All right,
What is the first thing you do? You wake
I
up,
try to go back.
you have boxers on you. You have boxers, that's it.
Box. I'm literally just in fucking underwear, like
Yeah.
just chilling out. All right. Well, I mean, step one, try to find my apartment, and see what is still left. And number two, try to find my Lee Enfield, my rifle, and all the ammo that I have for it.
I'll be honest with you, I think everything has been vaporized.
Possibly. Depends though. But that's what I would try to do. I mean, you're
Yeah.
asking me, you've given me a hypothetical, and I'm telling you what I would do in this scenario.
Well,
now.
let's
So,
say hypothetically,
I mean, seriously, like you get out of a shelter, you have no bearings, you don't know what to do.
yeah, you're
You
even
you try to find home. I mean, that's the most natural instinct,
well, I
right?
felt-
Like
yeah.
you try to go to,
Parents,
you try to go to in a situation where you wake up to the completely unfamiliar. Your first instinct is to try to find something familiar, right?
well,
So
yeah.
home, your parents'
Yeah,
house,
I
or
mean, you
a
got a
restaurant you
major
frequent,
point.
like anything
You got a
you
major
can,
point.
because you
But you
want to
just
get
said
your
it's a
bearings.
crater.
No, but
Well,
You
I
just
mean,
said
yeah,
it's
in
like
my
a
city.
hole.
Well, my parents' house might not be, so then I tried to find my bearings, and
Yeah.
I'd try to find a compass. I'd try to
I-
walk around and sift through
I'd
the rubble
honest-
for a compass.
I'd honestly try to find some like major points, points of interest. Like let's
Landmarks.
say, yeah, landmarks exactly. Let's say the bomb explodes in Montreal. I am in Montreal working. I managed to survive. The first thing I'm gonna try to do is find the bridge I used to cross the St. Lawrence.
That sounds like the name
Alright.
of an album. The bridge I used to cross.
Oh
This
shit!
entire sentence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a pretty cool name.
Oh,
That's a pretty
the
cool
bridge I
album
used
name.
to cross.
No, well, that's not what I had in mind. I was thinking more like Red Hot Chili Peppers. Maybe that's because of Under the Bridge, but
Ah,
all right,
There's
that's a
water
reference
under
that
a
nobody
bridge.
got. I'll go ahead and take that
I
one
got
back.
that reference. What do you mean?
Stick
It's
that
a
back in my
good song.
pocket. It's a great song.
I
Don't
honestly-
stick it-
I
Are you a Chili
honestly-
Peppers?
I'm
Are either of
pickpocketing
you
you
real
right
like
now.
Chili
It's good.
Peppers fans?
well, I mean, I probably know the song, but probably not know the name.
I love the Red Hot Chili. They are my favorite band. I'm so in with them. I keep up with all their shit. They're coming out with a new album this year, and I'm very excited. They've already released 2 singles.
Huh?
I've listened to a few of her songs and I was like, yes, that is good. And then I forgot about them.
That's the worst. They're such a good. They're an amazing band. They're my favorite band of all
I do
time,
that
easily.
every single piece of music. And like, I
Right.
will pick a single song from an album and be like, yeah, that's good. I'm gonna save it, and never listen to a single other thing they
you
did.
see, for me, it's
Fair.
like what I do is just go on the internet. Oh, I like that song. I listen to that song on fucking cycle. I listen to it, listen to it, listen to it until there's a moment where I find another song and never listen to the other one again.
Did
You
you just
were
say
me,
you
Paul.
listened to it on cycle?
Like, fuck.
On repeat, right?
Yeah, on repeat.
Yeah.
Fuck. English
I'm
Okay.
gonna
is different.
judge you for that. I'm gonna judge you
Stupid
for that,
ass.
even though I do the same
Stupid
thing.
fucking French idiot, dude. I hate
Stupid
this guy.
Frenchie.
I hate
Hey,
this guy.
Félix,
This guy.
sinon,
Hold on.
la vie, comment ça va, toi?
So you see, that was actually
fuck did he just
Mandarin
say?
he was speaking.
You see, he was actually.
The
Wait, so you're both
problem is,
Canadian,
I don't
right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm the outlier here. That's sad.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
What?
Anyways.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I can't be as French as you.
Okay,
Hey, look at me. I'm nomad and I used to be French.
what would be the first song you'd try to listen to in the apocalypse?
Honestly, the first one I'd find.
It's the end of the
world
world as we know it. Na, 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 na.
Probably
Yeah.
I Walk Alone by Green Day. In
Oh,
my
you
head, just humming.
you complete fucking theater kid. Fuck off. That's so gay. That's the gayest
I mean,
thing I've
come
ever
on.
heard.
It's an apocalypse. It is theater time.
Yeah,
Hey,
you fucking throw on
you-
your
you
duster
want-
and your
you
Fallout
want-
New
you
Vegas
want me to
NCR
do,
helmet and fucking
like-
I
I'm
walk
gonna-
a lonely road.
That depends on my mood. If I'm sad, I would probably sing that. Otherwise, it would probably be like, I don't know, the fucking Amogus Sus song remix.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be
Something.
good.
It would be
That's a
like a
good one.
complete coping mechanism to sing some garbage in my head.
Yeah, it would be
Honest-
some
that's
sort of
a
like
very good point too. Like you need to find joy in the small things. So if the Amogus memes
All
make you
the
laugh.
Small things.
no,
Yeah,
no,
what?
you need to stop. You need to stop.
I will
Hold on,
stop.
I'm gonna look through my playlist right now and try to find. Ooh, Hotel California would be a good one for the
Honestly,
apocalypse.
call me Normie, West Virginia. Almost
Okay,
Ooh,
no,
heaven.
like
where's Fallout?
that's not bad though. That's not bad. Fallout, because Fallout 76 kind of made that like a viable
Yeah.
apocalypse song.
Or
That's not
I
bad.
It would be
don't
also
want
like
to
it
set the
becomes a meme.
world on.
That's a
It's
great
not-
one. I mean,
Yeah.
we're just gonna go with the Fallout soundtrack.
Yeah,
A horse
at
with
that
no name.
point.
Horse with no name would be a good
No,
one.
no.
I've been through the desert on a horse with no
Horse with
name.
no name.
Yeah, it feels good to be out of the rain. That'd be a good one.
Probably
Um,
enormous penis at some
some
point.
some Vietnam song would be cool too.
Yes, yeah. California Dreamin' would be a great one. That would be a
Riders
great
on the
one.
Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Riders on the Storm.
I'd
That's-
probably
that's just-
Oh,
sing
Johnny.
Gimme
Anything
Shelter.
Johnny Cash would be
Oh
fantastic.
my God.
Johnny Cash. Johnny.
shit,
No, it
not
would be
Hurt.
Johnny Cash.
Not
Johnny
Hurt,
Cash
but
would be the
the
Maybe
man comes
Wonder
around.
Why.
The man
Yeah.
comes around.
Ghost
That-
Riders in the Sky. Any of them.
I've Been
I think
Everywhere.
Johnny Cash would be the go-to.
I've been everywhere, man.
Soundtrack for.
I was told
Yeah.
in my pack along the dusty Watamucka road.
Yeah, that's literally. Yeah, Johnny Cash would be the apocalypse soundtrack. His whole
Oh my
discography.
God, yes.
All
Though,
right, we figured that. All right, we answered that question.
so the only
Well,
problem is
maybe
that
I'd
when you
sing
get
some
to
Rick Astley too.
Rick Astley.
Yeah, like whenever you need somebody, that's
I want
such
you
a
to
good
sit
song.
back. I want you to sit back for like 2 seconds and think about the fact that we have been talking about Johnny Cash and the apocalypse, and
we've
you've
been
pulled Rick
sidetracked.
Astley out of your ass. Quite frankly,
What? What's wrong with that? Tell me exactly what's
I
wrong
mean,
with Rick.
I feel
I
like
don't
it would
think I
be.
need to.
I feel like you need songs to jam out, like kind of in like the first Guardians of the Galaxies. You know, like
I mean,
where
yeah,
it
I
just
don't
starts.
know. I don't know the awesome mix. I don't
Well,
know what's in it.
I mean, it's just like songs you jam out to. You
I
can
have a
just
bunch of
like
those
dance in the street, kicking. Like,
yeah, they're all like
things.
really good, like 70s, 80s, like
Yeah.
jam out songs.
It's just
Man,
you
it's
know.
a good thing I have
to be
lo-fi
happy.
beats to study to 24/7 saved on my.
Imagine you're stuck with this for the apocalypse. God damn!
Literally nothing.
It's the only
else.
thing on your playlist on loop. It's the 10-hour one, but you still have to keep it on loop because it's the only music you have, like at all. Period.
Yeah, you feel like 10 hours would be like long enough not to get bored of it, but like during a lifetime.
After like 3 days, you would be done. Like you'd be like, I'm over it.
Yeah, it's fuck.
I feel like early apocalypse when I get out though, the music would be nice, but I'd probably just start running around, entering buildings, exploring. Like,
Oh my god, I
just
do
for
that.
fun.
I just have fun. Like
That's the thing,
looting.
Like, I work.
Dude,
Being like, fuck yeah, no
I
laws.
wouldn't even loot that much. Like,
You would just
I
run
remember-
around and you just peek
Let's-
into
let's-
buildings that you're not
seriously,
supposed to be in.
that's my. I work as an electrician, and sometimes we just get to go behind staff doors and like, ooh, that's what it looks like. Ooh, that's so
Yeah.
cool. And that's
In the
exactly what I
apocalypse,
would do.
you would run into buildings and go through all of the employee-only doors and be like,
Look, yeah, no.
okay,
I would,
let's
because
change the setting.
As soon as I shut up, as soon as
Fine.
I see the creator.
no, we need to stay on track. Sorry, continue.
God damn it, that's not the name of a podcast film. What am I gonna
Shut
do?
up.
Okay.
Alright. But
Let the fish
like,
talk. Let the
I would-
trout speak.
as soon as I see the crater and all the radiation and stuff, I accept that I'm gonna die soon. And
Okay.
I'm just gonna do whatever I want, so like, ooh, that's what it looks like. Ooh,
So
that's
you
cool.
so you wouldn't really care about like trying to survive.
I
You would
would
just kind of
probably
you would just like tick everything off your bucket list you possibly could in this
Yeah.
scenario.
until I
Because
get
you're like, I'm
hungry,
basically
then
gonna
I
die
start caring.
anyways.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Until
we're
I get
gonna-
hungry.
we're-
Until I get hungry. Then I gotta go find some munchies.
All right, we're gonna change the settings, okay?
I'm gonna go
It's
find
not an
the
apocalypse.
Lunchables
It's
in
not
the
a
grocery
nuclear
store.
apocalypse, okay? It's just like the world's gone to shit. Buildings are still there, okay? There's some destructions and here and there, kind of like in
Governments, but like governments have collapsed.
Yeah,
like,
governments
it's
have
over.
collapsed. Most people died.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
still some kind of like in
Yeah, there's like pirates and stuff.
I Am Legend, but without the zombies.
I haven't seen that movie.
Oh well, it's basically
neither.
like the world's gone to shit.
Yeah.
I
I was gonna think of The Purge, but
Yeah.
like constantly.
Yeah, well,
You
okay,
talk
so-
about the purge though, like they only kill. Like I would go like rob a bank or something, or just go get
I'm
a
pretty
new
sure
fucking
they
Dolphin
show a
X.
couple looting things. In
Yeah,
that,
well,
No,
they
they
do.
looked
It's
like a grocery store at some point. Ooh, I've sold 2 candy bars. No, they like. They
Honestly,
don't show like people stealing cars or some shit.
I'm surprised that there's not more arson than this. I feel like the
Yeah.
city would be on
Well, and
fire.
I was
It
about
would
to
be
say,
so
well,
much
most
arson.
well, because fires would spread. Because okay, they say no law enforcement. Does that include firefighters?
Yeah, no,
and
there's
ambulances?
nothing. There's nothing. There's no
So nothing.
immunity.
So
There's no
yeah. So
nothing.
the minute one asshole throws a Molotov cocktail into a fucking gas
Bill-
station,
Boom.
the whole city's gone. Like that's it. Because nobody's there to stop it.
Yeah. Well,
But also with the stealing cars thing, I mean, where do you think all those fucking gangs get their like armored buses from? You know, they steal cars.
yeah.
I mean, I'm arguably, but
How do
do
you
they
think the
really
purge
think
would fare?
fine?
The purge is obviously in the movie and everything. It's a very American thing. What do you think would happen if other countries employed the purge? Do you think you'd get similar results?
Let's say Canada. Let's say
I
Canada.
don't
because-
know.
Yeah, let's pretend. Yeah, just for pure reference. Yeah, if you guys had the purge, do you think it would be any different than the way the movies
I
portray it
think-
Definitely
being
still
in
have
America?
rifles and
I was
pistols.
gonna say because the big thing with America is that I mean, fuck, I have a rifle, I have a gun. Like the big thing about America is that everyone has a fucking rifle. So if the purge happened, everyone would be armed, everyone would be robbing and shooting, and like, it would be chaos. But like, what about a country, yeah, like Canada or
I
Britain
don't know
or
if
Germany
it's
or
about like
something
the
that
culture.
not
That's
everyone has a
different.
gun.
I feel like people would still be twitchy as hell and trying to just stay home, but I don't feel like there would be like super mega security systems.
I feel like people would.
The cities
of-
would be the worst place though. Still,
Yeah.
probably.
I feel I feel like what people do if they would like migrate to more rural areas for the
They
There
go
would be
north
less murder.
towards the Arctic
There-
Circle. The only place left.
No,
Oh
but
yeah,
like,
dude,
I think-
Alaska just be chilling, bro. You think Alaska's just chilling during the purge? Like, you think Alaska and Hawaii are just like, yeah, man, y'all chill
I
out.
feel
bro.
like
You
I
guys
feel like
got this."
Hawaii there would be destruction.
I feel
and
like they
everything.
still get the purge. I don't know if they like care
Because
about it, but
Hawaii
It's
is
a
pretty
thing.
populated,
Hawaii
but
doesn't give a
Alaska,
fuck. Yeah, but
Alaska,
that's
it
an interesting
depends.
point.
Let's say Anchorage.
Why
Why you don't
Anchorage
give a fuck
definitely.
about American politics?
in places where the cost of living is so high, like Canada, but you have less access to things that can kill people, I feel like there would be a lot more theft or stealing.
Yeah, probably. Car stealing, definitely.
Just like breaking
Yeah.
into somebody's place, holding them maybe at gunpoint and stealing their shit.
But killings, there would be a few killings.
Do you think the
yeah.
purge would actually work? Do you think
No,
it genuinely
the
would like
second-
bring crime rates down across the
No,
world or across the rest of
no.
the
people
year?
would use it to hold grudges. Like, oh, I fucking hate that asshole. Let's go kill him.
Yeah, we'll do it in purge. Yeah, no, you're probably right. Crime probably would stay the same throughout the rest of the year, but then it would just
Yeah.
spike during the purge.
It would probably spike up because people would just like get more violent because they know they can.
Well, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, the movies reveal that the whole real point of the purge is to kill poor people
Yeah.
to population control. But the
would it be
like,
effective
in
just
the
to begin
public?
with? Would it be
Effective?
for population?
In America,
Um,
no. Because I think the poor
Nah,
people
that-
still have guns to shoot back.
Yeah. and,
Yes.
Like there's only so
Well,
many
but-
people
well,
you
but
can
the
kill
i-
in 12 hours.
Well, but no, I mean, the idea is that the rich people hide in their rich, fancy bunkers and let the poor people kill each other. And then, at the end of the day, there's less poor people in the world because the only people who are dying are poor people. Because the only people who are killing people are poor people.
The good thing though is that
Poor people.
America is still a democracy, so I feel like the second they'd try and introduce the purge, they'd just get the politicians who try would just get fucked or something.
Yeah, but this is a hypothetical scenario in which it does happen. Idiot. Stupid idiot. Open your fucking mind. How about you
Look.
think? How about you suspend your disbelief for 2 fucking seconds?
I'm going to use my brain at the moment
You're
to say that people would still hold grudges, but probably in general not kill,
Yeah.
except maybe for some nutcases. But
No, there'd definitely be killings, but like.
I feel like they try. Like some people would get mad, get a mass, and just try
They-
to go
they
kill
just
rich
Some
people.
try-
people would get mad.
They just try
they'd, be a little,
kill.
they'd be a little angry. They'd
I
be a
feel
little
like
angry for that.
people would try killing just to try killing, like to know what it
Yeah,
feels
some
like.
people
It's the first time for everything.
Yeah, like
Just
they
to be like,
do it
huh, I've
once.
never taken another man's life. Let me see how that
Yeah,
feels.
that's the thing.
Hmm.
Huh.
Well, gun stores would be hotspots then.
Oh, gun stores would
Because
be like,
people would be raiding gun stores.
I feel like it
For-
would be.
actually-
I feel like in the purge world, gun stores would have so much more security.
oh,
I
definitely.
don't know, man. I feel like you would want to encourage it.
How would you?
Because the
Yeah, but
reason I see people raiding gun stores isn't necessarily the one guy who's never held a gun in his life being like, oh shit, we have to quickly break in and steal an AR-15 for defense. What I see more likely is the dude who has 12 hunting shotguns being like, I got to stock up on ammo, and going in there and raiding the ammo section of the gun store. Like,
which is
I
why I
imagine
think
if
there's more security, because people don't come in for security. They just want guns, and guns are not cheap. So if the owner of a gun store just tries to protect his guns from being
Yeah.
taken, which would
oh
be a
well, I mean,
massive
yeah, that guy
profit
can put.
loss.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I guess you'd want to keep the military-industrial complex funded, but that doesn't really touch the average civilian gun store. I would just imagine like you would want to encourage flooding the market with guns so poor people can keep killing each other, right?
Oh, so you
So you
think
don't
that?
care what
Yeah.
you don't care what people steal from the guns. Like
So
the
you
rich
you
assholes who control the purge would be like, nah, let the guns like open the gun stores and let people just
so
take what they
you
want.
think the rich would
Yeah, but
actually fund the killing? They would
yeah, but
actually
the working
give
Yes,
the
class
guns.
I
guy
mean
who owns the
I'm
gun
pretty sure
store,
they
would he
do in the
allow that?
movie, right? I'm pretty sure that's like a huge piece of the movie is that like the rich people are actively involved in like keeping the cycle of violence going.
Yeah, well, I mean,
They
Well, I
because they
know
that
they
want.
makes
kidnap poor
sense.
people to kill in their own house
Well,
safely.
that's not like we're talking about the super rich, not the like.
Yeah, well, I mean, they are super rich.
No, but
Like,
like the
the
ones
super
like
elite do
like
kidnap some people to release in their own
yeah, but
psychotic,
Like
in the
these
dark
are not like
labyrinth to kill.
the rich on government
there's
level.
there's there's
That
the 1% and then there's like the 0.1%.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I get what I mean.
Yeah.
But like,
So there
Yeah.
would be those guys
are we
probably.
talking about like the 0.1% that are in the government too? You know, that have
I mean,
affiliation with the government.
they might not even be in the government. I mean, well, okay, it's like a Squid Game thing, you know? Have you guys seen Squid
Yeah,
Game?
well, I've started it, never finished it.
Oh, okay. Have you seen Big Game?
I'm
Hold on, let me
I'm
try that again.
I'm
Have
at
you
the
seen Squid Game Big Fish?
No, I've never seen it. I know there's like a
No? Okay.
woman who turns her head and it's like red light at some point.
I mean, he's not wrong. Love him or
I
hate him,
mean,
he's speaking straight facts. It is a good show.
it is
I
a
do
good show.
recommend it.
Yeah.
Looking back, it was definitely overhyped. I don't think it's like the greatest show that's ever
Oh no,
existed.
it's not.
Breaking Bad,
It's good. No,
but it is quite good.
I never really liked Breaking Bad. I started it and I was like,
You've told me this before. You've told me this
it just feels
before
like a
that
fever dream.
I hate you. I
It,
don't think you're real.
it,
I
just,
don't think that you exist
it just
in
feels
the
like a
real world.
fever dream. It's I watch it and
What
I'm
do you
like,
mean?
what the fuck? Don't do that.
That's just
Don't.
called good cinematography, idiot.
Yeah,
Dickhead. Stupid
the
ass.
cinematography is very good. That's not my point. It's just that it's not my cup of tea. It's not what the things I like to watch.
I don't even
I
do
don't even
many
drink tea, and I
series.
can tell you're wrong.
Oh, he got you there.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Your Honor, I rest my case. Your Honor, I rest my case that Nomad
Sustained.
Prod doesn't know what good film is. Nomad doesn't understand good
you're
TV.
you're gonna kill me, but I absolutely adore The Walking Dead.
I've
Just
never seen The Walking Dead.
well, you're not a person to me then.
You can't do it as well as I can. You
I
can't
haven't
do the
seen either
whole
of
"you're
these
not real to
shows.
me."
I mean,
You haven't seen either.
big
Okay,
fi-
well then let's both rag on him. Hey, big guy, you
Hey, it's
fucking gay or
me.
something? Hey, buddy,
No,
what do
actually,
you?
I'm quite straight.
I'm gonna fuck you up, dude.
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah,
fucking kill you. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up. Eat my penis.
I've seen that one. I've seen
I didn't mean to
some
say that.
Walking. I've seen some Breaking Bad episodes where they rig death traps. I
When the
could
dead
get you.
start walking. I remember. You guys remember that episode of Breaking Bad when they were like,
No,
"I'm
I
Rick
really don't.
Grimes." You remember that episode when he was like,
I'm
"We have to."
laughing, but I don't get it.
He's like, the dead are walking, and everyone's like, "You said it backwards." The Walking Dead.
Ooh.
Cut to title screen. Do they ever? Nomad? Did they ever say The Walking Dead
Yeah, yeah.
at
Well,
any
there's a
point in the
scene.
show?
There's a scene. I believe it's the end of
Yeah.
the season 3 where they or season 4 where they leave the prison and
Sorry,
like
there's people racing
yeah,
outside my apartment. Sorry.
there, there's Rick
So
that
about
goes.
racing, let's get sidetracked.
Yeah. So
But like,
racing, right?
God damn it!
So basically, these guys like to hold drag races. Apparently, it's like a whole club of people who just come out like
Jeez,
every
can
Saturday
I
night or whatever,
finish,
Sunday
please?
night, and just like literally hold drag races next to my fucking apartment.
That's honestly insane.
I mean, there's
You get
some
used to it.
there's some car meets near my place actually. where they
Hell
just get
yeah.
into the parking lot of a Canadian Tire and there's like a bunch of old cars.
I've
and
actually been to one with one of our friends, Joe.
Really?
And yeah,
Oh,
and
Joe.
well, we found it by accident.
Okay.
And
Joe?
it was just like a few Subarus.
Wait. Who's Joe?
Joe Mama.
Got him.
It was actually a Jonathan
You're welcome,
too, but
everybody.
I mean, you
You're
gave me
welcome.
the chance.
Yeah.
This is
I
entertainment.
put
This is
I put it
content.
down. I put it down. You picked it up, and we sent it home up top.
Yep, up top.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
big man.
Yeah, man.
Let's
Fuck you, Nomad. You
go.
weren't in on it. You weren't in on that. You're not cool.
Oh,
You're not with the cool
he's not
kids.
cool.
He's
Wait,
not
you
cool.
guys are
Look at the
talking about
fucking
I'm a
Fred
cool
Bear,
kid.
Fred Bear
What?
mug. Fucking
Yeah,
Sir
we're talking
Fred Bear
about you. Hey, you should.
Fazbarrington. Sir
Yeah,
Frederick.
that's
Can
this
we talk
funny
about Sir
joke.
Frederick Fazbarrington just for a second?
Seriously, what's the deal with Sir Frederick
What's the
Fazbarrington?
deal with Sir Frederick Fazbarrington?
I don't
What's
know.
all
He
about?
was
He's
like he got possessed one day and then he decided to kill like a security guard who was just there to make his fucking job. And then
That's
like
cool.
Is that really the
Anyways.
deal? Is that the deal with Sir Fred?
yeah,
Sir,
that's literally the deal.
hold on, let me take that. Hold on.
Sir
Can I take that
Frederick
again?
Fazbarrington.
Can
That's
I
a
take that again? Hold on.
mouthful. Holy shit.
And that's why I'm having a mild stroke right now. Let me retake the scene. Hold on. Cut.
Cut.
And
Okay.
action.
Action.
Action. Is that really what Sir Frederick Fazbarrington sounds like? Is that really what he does? Is that what he says?
He goes like,
Great
oh.
job, superstar.
Great job. Congratulations. I'm
Nice
excited to
shooting,
play Five Nights at
Captain.
Freddy's 2. What is that from?
That's Blazing Angels. You.
Wow, I know
Okay.
you
All right, man.
Oh my
Whatever,
god, you
dude.
guys are
Okay,
so
bro.
uncultured.
Whatever, man.
Blazing
that.
Angels.
Whatever,
Very
dude.
uncultured.
I don't
Holy-
even
Do
know.
you
It sounds
even
like
realize
is that
the
a
sheer amount of things I didn't watch in my entire life?
is that a
I told
fighter
somebody
jet
I
movie?
didn't see. At some point, I hadn't seen like Back to the Future. I said that to somebody, and they were like,
I know you
like
watched.
that, yeah.
I know you watched the Star Wars very recently.
Really?
He had never watched the Star Wars before I told him to.
Well, hold on.
Oh,
Did you
well, you
just
did
did
tell
you
me
just call
to.
it the Star Wars?
The Star
Oh
Star
my
Wars
god,
movies.
he did.
You said he had not
said the
watched
Star
the
Wars.
Star Wars.
The Star Wars movies.
Okay, no, but that's different. You're saying the Star Wars movies. What you said before was that he had
No,
not
well,
watched
I'm
quote the Star Wars.
I'm positive I said the Star Wars movie.
Sure, whatever.
Okay, well I'm HIV positive, but you don't hear me spouting about it every fucking 5 seconds. Big Fish, how recently did you watch Star Wars?
I think it was
I'm gonna have to hold you right there.
2
Did you hear what I
Christmases.
said, Nomad? I didn't say the Star Wars. I said Star Wars.
Ah,
He does it right.
Jesus
You should
Christ.
Do
take
you
an
get?
example
Do you get?
on him.
Do you get
I'm
the
being
confusion?
bullied.
Do you
I'm
get where we
being
might be?
bullied.
Nomad, I'm gonna have to hold that thought. Big Fish, what were you saying?
I like saw most of them on TV at some point. They were like passing by. I was like, all right, might as well.
Okay.
And I gotta admit, it was a movie.
Yeah. I mean, which one did you see though? Just episode 4, and then that was it.
Oh, quite a few. Almost all of them.
Wow.
What
I
is
think there's
almost?
7.
There's 9.
No,
Unfortunately,
the other ones don't
unfortunately, there are 9.
Unfortunately,
I've
Wow.
been told,
Even
the other ones
even
don't
you
count.
recognize that the other ones don't count. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then in that case,
Well, I
there's
mean,
seen that
still,
stupid
hey,
ending and,
can,
like,
can we
that
give?
stupid
Can we
ending.
just give credit where credit is due? Star
No.
Wars 7 was a good movie. I enjoyed
alright.
watching Star Wars 7.
it
Star
wasn't
Wars
bad.
8,
It was not bad.
Star Wars 8 can go fuck itself though.
Yes, Star Wars Episode 8 is genuinely the worst movie I've ever seen. Period.
That
all
much?
time. Like, not even like Star Wars Central or like Star Wars specific, but just in every movie I've ever seen in my life, Star Wars Episode 8 is the worst movie I've
I
ever
mean,
seen.
you
period.
have a
Episode
strong
9 comes close.
Really? You think
Episode 9 was terrible.
I've
Episode 9
actually
was
never
only
watched it.
better.
I've actually never
My
watched
brother
it.
hasn't either. Episode 9 was only better than Episode 8 through pure entertainment factor. There was
Really?
more happening, and I was slightly more entertained watching Episode 9 than I was Episode 8. But the
Well,
plot is equally ridiculous and stupid and it's horrid. It's horrible.
What I
Both of
hate
them-
about
both of them are
Episode 9
horrific.
is that it makes the sacrifice from Darth Vader completely useless.
Yes.
He sacrificed himself for nothing. Therefore, Anakin is not even the chosen one at this point because Sith still exist.
And you know what's even worse than that? Luke isn't the chosen one either. By this,
Should we really be spoiling
this,
people and stuff on
Rey
this podcast?
is the chosen one.
Bro, the
Dude,
movie came out
if
like 2
anyone
years
gives
ago.
I was about to say, if anyone gives a fuck about spoilers for Star Wars Episode 9, the last... Wait, it wasn't even Last Jedi. The Rise of Skywalker.
The Rise of Skywalker, yeah.
If you're listening to this podcast right now and you genuinely care about not being spoiled Star Wars Episode 9, The Last Skywalker, go fuck yourself. That's all I have to say about that.
I care about the viewers, but still, what that guy said.
I care about the viewers. I care about the viewers, but if you're sitting here like, no, I was planning to watch Episode 9, don't spoil it for me. Literally,
Yeah, 2 years.
Jump into a cactus.
You can skip to this.
Literally fucking woot woot, fuck this shit, jump into a cactus.
Oh my god.
Okay, if you don't want to be spoiled, you can switch to this time.
Felix, I am not going through the entire podcast. I am not.
We are not going to allow these monsters to. We're not going to give these fucking inhuman people what they want. All right, we're not going to accommodate these people. If I could call them that. If I could even call them people.
So
I don't think I can.
So yeah, like it makes so Luke is not even the fucking chosen one.
No, he's not. It's Rey. According to the canon now, Rey is the fucking chosen one because she's the one who killed Palpatine and brought balance to the Force. Which, like, okay, if you're gonna ruin it for Anakin, whatever, and that's a debate that kind of went on in Star Wars for a while.
To me, Luke
was
always
Anakin who was the chosen one?
Luke was always the chosen one to me.
Okay, yeah, and there's perfectly valid arguments for that. I personally believe that Anakin was the chosen one, but like you could go back and forth.
The thing is that the prophecy says that the one who's gonna stop the Siths, like the one who's gonna eradicate the Siths.
Yeah.
So it doesn't tell like
the chosen one.
It doesn't say you need to kill it.
Big Fish, please. Nomad is having an emotional moment.
Yeah, I'm having having a moment of weakness right now.
He's crying right now. He's crying. Tears. He's crying tears of soy right now.
And he's just like.
I am too. I'm
peering
in
there. On his head, just on his
face.
Both
hands on his head. I'm watching it too. What window are you looking in through?
What?
I've got to admit, I've got a pretty good view of his ass right now.
What the fuck?
Okay, so that's a different one then. That's a different one than the one I'm looking through. I've got a different.
There's only one window.
There's literally just one window.
I'm down the street. I've got a bit of an angle on him. I'm kind of looking into
watching him through like a scope or binoculars.
Yeah. I'm peering in this.
So
sorry, no, continue. Please.
I'm going back to my emotional moment. So.
Oh yeah, I love it. I get emotional.
Shut the fuck up. So Luke
I'm just watching.
Technically stopped the Sith if we don't count 7 to 9.
Yeah,
he technically stopped the Sith because he turned Darth Vader, who was a Sith
Lord,
back to the light side.
That's the argument for Luke, is that the argument for Anakin is that, well, obviously the whole prequels trilogy was like he is the fucking chosen one, plain and simple.
And
but
he destroys Palpatine by throwing him.
He destroys Palpatine, yeah. So people are like, oh, he killed the Sith, but you're right. Darth Vader was technically the last Sith after Palpatine. Although you could argue that he
become a Jedi back
before he killed Sidious. So whether or not Darth Vader or Sidious is like technically the last Sith left before Luke came in,
it can be.
You could argue, but you are right.
Both.
Maybe both. I mean, they're both Skywalkers. It could have just been the Skywalker family with the chosen one.
Honestly,
which then that also still kind of makes Rey into it because she's she's not a Skywalker.
No,
she
she's
just
not
adopted
a Skywalker.
That
she's
name.
a Palpatine.
And then at the end of the movie.
Sorry for everyone. This thing just fucking shat itself. We're back. So where were we?
She's not a Palpatine.
Yeah, she's not.
She's not. She's not a Skywalker. She's a Palpatine. And then at the very end, she just fucking finds that old lady, and she's like, Rey Skywalker, and it's like, fuck you, fuck off. You don't fucking deserve that name. Fuck you. Fucking kick that bitch.
It's so sad because she started out good in Episode 7. She started like.
She was a good character. I don't think she's a bad actress.
No, she's not.
I know she took a lot of. I know that she took a lot of personal offense when people were racking on her character, and she was saying like, "It's sexy." I was like, I have no problem with her as an actor. I think she was a voice actor for something as well, and she did a good job. But what I don't like is Rey as a character. There's a big difference there.
Yeah,
Rey as a character is horrendous.
Artist and art are two separate things. The artist and the art.
Although even as an artist, it's hard to like separate yourself because like as an actor, especially like you're putting yourself into that role of that character. So to hear people rag on it like probably does suck for you. But no, I thought Rey's character started out pretty okay. I don't know. There's nothing about Rey that ever really like enticed me. Kylo Ren was the best part of the trilogy, easily.
think?
Through all 3 movies, he was the best part.
You think?
Yeah,
I don't
easily.
know.
I
I don't know. I don't know why
love
people.
Star Wars enough.
I don't know why
I'm gonna
people.
sit
Okay,
here.
well then sit the fuck down. Yeah, we're talking about
I'm
Star Wars.
enjoying myself.
Just hold on for like 5 minutes. We'll be over in a sec. We'll get sidetracked in a minute, but for now, we're gonna stay on topic. So, no, I don't get why people were so upset with like people were complaining about Kylo Ren and being like, I don't like how he's just like an angsty teen. Like this is so lame. What if it's like, yeah, that's his whole character.
Yeah, no, well,
He's
I mean,
a
yeah,
kid who
that's
was
kind of the point.
sent out over to the Jedi Temple, didn't really have a dad. Like if you're raised as the Jedi Temple, yeah, you have a teacher and a mentor, but you don't have a fucking dad because
Well,
you've been shipped out.
Your dad
So you
is
don't know how to
well,
control your emotions and your shit. And also, yeah, your dad is Han Solo.
yeah, your
Like,
dad is Han
and
Solo,
you're
but
struggling with the dark
your
side as a
master is
young
literally
kid.
your uncle. His master
Yeah,
is literally
like
your uncle. So
like the whole point of his character is that he was never able to master his emotions. So, like, yeah, of course that he's gonna be like this rambunctious teen, anger issue kid. Like that almost makes for that's like one of the if when you're thinking about the dark side of the Force, which is reliant on anger and like hatred,
yeah.
an angsty teen is like the most powerful entity of like
Well, I mean,
that's like the best case scenario for
I
growing
feel
up
like
the dark
that
side.
part really divides the Sith from the Jedi the best, because let's be real, the Jedi's are the asshole of the story. They're fucking assholes.
Yeah,
They
for the
they
prequels for sure.
they kidnap
And it
kids.
was Luke who tried to redeem them.
They remove them for from their families and everything, and now they're just like they're okay. I just took that kid away from his family.
Just like the Spartans in Halo.
Kinda, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Halo lore has a lot to do with kidnapping kids. You'd be surprised. Yeah, Halo and Star Wars. I would actually seriously always like talk about how the new Star Wars trilogy lines up eerily well with the new Halo trilogy, except kind of. In that, like, episode 7 of Star Wars and Halo 4, both were like a big comeback for the franchise. You know, it ended on a high note and people were excited to see it continue. Like, oh, like, I wonder what's going to come next out of this. Halo 4 and episode 7 were both like, where are they going to take it? Both of them were originally quite mixed, but for the most part, negatively reviewed. Both of them were like, I don't know about this one. Both were then followed, Halo 5 and episode 8 were both followed by far the worst pieces of media in that franchise to date. Halo 5 is the worst Halo. Star Wars episode 8 is the worst movie period ever. Where they differ is that Halo made a comeback in Halo 6 and Star Wars did not with episode 9. But also, even more so, is that retroactively Halo 4 and episode 7, while both were originally like iffy to negatively reviewed when they came out, retroactively a couple years later, people are looking back at them and saying, actually, they weren't that bad. Like episode 7, like you and me are both agreeing now that episode 7 actually wasn't that bad. I do think it was all right. And I think Halo 4 was actually not that bad. As a hardcore Halo fan, I think Halo 4 was actually a pretty good game. Looking back on it, it was actually not that bad.
I don't know for you,
Felix.
Felix.
All right.
I don't know for you, Felix, but the emotion emanating from Edo during that monologue was.
I'm so
captivating.
passionate about
Yeah.
Star
Oh, man.
Wars and Halo, dude. Halo
I
especially.
When it comes to Halo, I just think he was getting sidetracked.
That was forced. That's probably the one. That's probably
Yeah,
the
that
most
was the
forced
most
one that we had
forced
so
one.
far. That
Yeah,
was so.
we gotta
like,
force them. We can't have all of them be the same magnitude.
Well, I mean,
you know?
force like in the Force in Star Wars.
No.
God, that one hurt. That one hurt like physically. That one actually like I felt something within that.
I felt a lot of emotion.
It felt like around an APFSDS round was going straight through my chest, and like the fins extended and did like a twist in my chest, and I have like the little fin chest cavity. I'm still standing though. I'm still standing.
All right,
You guys
so
know
we're gonna get sidetracked a bit. We
Hey.
went from the worst movie according to you. Now let's go to the best TV show ever. The best TV show ever.
You literally already know my answer. You're fucking gaslighting me.
Breaking Bad for real?
Yeah, I think Breaking Bad is the greatest TV show that's ever been created. Now, okay, if you want a different answer, Futurama is my favorite TV show.
Oh, I love Futurama.
Futurama is my favorite.
I've just bought an optical drive, an external one, just to rewatch it all over again.
Yeah.
Complete edition.
I heard they're
I've
making
been
new
nagging
seasons.
Paul.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
making a
and
new one. They're
Bender's
making a
gonna
new
come back.
series. Yeah.
I'm so
The Bender
scared.
V is gonna come. I'm so scared.
I'm scared because it ended on such a good note, though. Like, where are
Yeah.
you gonna take it from now? Where are you gonna go from here?
I don't know. I feel like it's just fan service.
Well, I
I mean,
mean,
yeah. So I'm worried they'll
that's
ruin it.
kind of like the point. But yeah,
But
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
just
know.
glad that the
I'm.
Bender voice actor comes back. That's I'm
Oh,
just
of
happy.
course. I mean, I'm just a little nervous that they'll mess it up, but I am quite happy to hear that they're making more.
And
I
even
just
if
don't
they
know.
mess it up, like they still have so many seasons of good stuff to watch. I can just
Yeah.
say like you're dead to me to whatever was.
The new stuff, yeah. Just like pull
Yeah.
a Star Wars and just say, I'm gonna ignore all the new stuff. Go back.
I must say my favorite TV show ever. It's between two TV shows. Felix, you know them. It's either Chernobyl or The Pacific.
Mm,
Chernobyl was a fantastic
history
series.
TV. I
Chernobyl,
like that.
Chernobyl was, in my opinion, the most well-made TV show ever.
It was
Wow.
very accurate too.
It's
I haven't seen it. I want to see it though. I've been
Oh,
wanting
you
to
absolutely
since it
like
came out.
oh my
recommend it.
god, yeah,
That
That
goes
actually,
for
that
everybody.
and
so
Watch
good.
it.
that and Band of Brothers
Oh,
are
Band
two
of
that I've
Brothers is.
never
Band
seen.
of Brothers, isn't it like the best, like according to critics, the
Well,
best?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna look it up right now.
It
According
was
to
made by
I
a
think
lot
I've
of the
heard
same
about it on
people.
radio once.
It was made by a lot of the same people who did Saving Private Ryan.
It
Because
is.
Tom
It is
Hanks.
It's made by the same people. Literally. The
Yeah,
same people.
because yeah, and well, Tom Hanks went from being an actor to being, I think he was a producer or director or
He is
something
a
like that.
producer. He's a producer.
Yeah, I think I don't know if it was because of Saving Private Ryan or not, but after Saving Private Ryan, Tom Hanks got like super into like history movies and history
Yeah.
documentary, like just into like World War II history. So Tom Hanks became like a huge proprietor of like, or an advocator of like World War II and historical movies and stuff. And so when he set off to make his own thing, he wanted to do Band of Brothers.
All right.
I'm pretty I'm don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that Tom Hanks was the one who went back to the guys who made Saving Private Ryan, because obviously he knew them because he was on that movie.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure Tom Hanks went back to those guys and said, "Hey, I want to make a TV show
They're
about
making
World
a
War
new
II."
TV. They're making a new TV show actually.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, Master of the
No.
Air, which is based on a book I read, which is about the bomber crews from the 8th Air Force during the Second World War in Europe.
Oh,
So
cool.
I'm so fucking glad that we're finally seeing the point of view of a bomber. Like there's Memphis Belle.
There's not very many bomber movies, huh?
Invincible. Is it Invincible?
They're all old. The only bomber movies I know of were all made in like the 80s or
Well,
like
I mean,
70s.
the one about the guy that gets in that was like a bombardier on a B-24
Isn't
in the
it
Pacific.
Unbroken?
Unbroken.
I don't know
Unbroken.
any of them.
Yeah, and these scenes in Unbroken are absolutely incredible. The air scene. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
know
have the
any of them.
ratings in front of me. Tied for the first place is Planet Earth 2, Planet Earth 1, Breaking Bad, and Band of Brothers at 9.4 out of 10.
Oh, wait, so this is just TV shows of all time
Yeah,
period?
top
wow.
250 on IMDb. And on the fifth
Yeah.
place with 9.3 is Chernobyl.
Wow, okay. I
That's
knew that
nice.
Chernobyl.
He
I didn't know
deserves
that
it.
Chernobyl was so highly rated,
Oh, Chernobyl
which is kind of weird, but
it's
I
like,
knew it was
It's
good.
a
I knew a
very
lot of
good
people.
show.
I knew when that show came out, or when that short series show, whatever. I knew when it came out, people were like, "This is like the way that historical documentary
it's
style TV should be
extremely
done." Like,
respectful to the history
yeah,
of
but I
what
didn't know that
happened.
like as a TV show, people loved it so much.
Oh, bro, you have no idea how well made it is.
Apparently,
Well,
I
I think
don't.
I think he's getting an idea because of how much we're talking about it.
No,
Yeah,
like,
you guys are fucking gushing over it, so clearly
Oh,
it's
we're
good.
gushing
I mean,
so
I didn't
hard.
think it was bad. I just didn't know
like
I think
it was this
it's on Crave
good.
or
well, it's on
HBO or
HBO. It's on
whatever.
HBO. It's made by HBO.
Yeah, that's like the whole thing was that it was an HBO series.
Yeah, well, I mean, HBO make, to be honest, the best series out there.
That's
They
what I've
have-
heard too. I've heard they make a lot of really good originals.
they have
Netflix
Game
been
of
kind of
Thrones.
flopping lately on their originals.
They have Game of Thrones. They have Band of Brothers. They have The Pacific. They're gonna have Master of the Air soon. They have Chernobyl. They have, I believe, Catch 22 was made by HBO. But nobody
Dude,
heard, nobody heard about
fucking-
Catch 22,
no,
which is a shame because
fucking-
it's a damn good series.
a tank show would be so awesome.
Oh yeah.
Like
We'll
just take
get to it
Fury, just
eventually.
take Fury, but just extend it like throughout the whole, like make it a TV show and have it extend across the whole time that crew is there. Like There's so much potential. Although I get why, because tanks like that, it's really hard. Actually, it would be really tough to make a show
Yeah,
like
well,
that, because you need the tank, and you're gonna get a tank from a museum, and there's probably not gonna be a museum that's gonna let you borrow any significant tank for like,
Just
weeks and
getting.
weeks and weeks on end to film a whole
I
TV
mean,
show.
you can probably get a grizzly or something.
As it would
For
have
Just
to be
getting
a Sherman. I
Tiger
mean, it would have to be a
131 out
Sherman.
for one scene was like,
People would probably get upset because they'd be like, "Why isn't this like a German? Oh, you could do a Russian tank." But yeah, well, nowadays people wouldn't want to make a Russian tank
well, I
movie
mean,
or
Yeah,
let,
TV
let's
show.
for some reason.
let's not get sidetracked into that.
Yeah,
yeah,
into that
word.
realm of things. Now, I'm just trying to think of, like, because like I know that if somebody did a show like that, people would be like, "God, another World War II from the Americans' perspective."
I mean, you
Gee,
can make
like,
a British
but
one,
you can't.
a British or even a
What
French one, a French
a
TV show.
French one would be very interesting.
Like,
Or you
Like
can even go in
it
El
follows
Alamein.
it
You don't
follows the
see much
tank
stuff
crew
in
in
the
the
desert.
invasion of
oh,
France.
oh yes,
That's true. You're
a
right.
TV show about the Desert War. I would 100% watch this.
That would be cool from the British perspective. But what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say is that if we're assuming that it's from a tank crew's perspective, what British tank is still so common today that
Oh
you
fuck!
stroll up to
Because
like any
I mean,
museum and
Probably a
yoink
you have
one
a
for
Crusader.
weeks on end.
you can have like a Australian Grant. It could be about a new an
Oh, that's
Anzac.
not bad.
A grant,
You
yeah.
could do a
The thing
grant.
is that I know the Aussies still have one or two functioning Grant. I'm not even sure if they're functioning.
Still, the one or two, are they going to let you just yoink that for a
Yeah,
whole,
and also the thing
months
is
at a
that
time to film a TV show?
the other thing is that
Maybe they might
workable
be.
Shermans to this day, I don't think there's a single one that is the variant that was used in Africa. No, the
Probably not.
early ones.
No, you could get
You can easily get an easy
you'd have
eight.
to get a grizzly, yeah.
Yeah,
You
or
could get an
but
easy 8.
the Grizzly is not the right variant. Even like the suspensions, the mantlet, the hull, and everything.
Does it
These
even have
are
to be about tankers if it's an El Alamein, though? I
well,
would
yeah.
just
I mean,
soldiers
Well,
and Illegally
I'm
Indians.
talking about like a tank movie.
okay, so
Like
let's
in my eyes, a Sherman or a T-34 are the only two tanks that you'd be able to yoink from a museum for weeks
yeah.
on end, and they wouldn't
I, f-
care, and you could film a whole TV show
I
for it.
feel
I
I
mean, they
feel
did it for Fury,
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you're right. But like, I
because
feel
like the Tiger showed up for one scene, but they must have had those Fury. They must have been borrowing those Furies, or what?
those
They must have been
Furies.
borrowing those. They must have been borrowing those Shermans for a very long time to be able to film the movie. So if you're trying to film a TV show and you need to have a tank that you can borrow, Band of Brothers did have a couple scenes with like a
Yeah.
Cromwell, I think, once or twice.
Well, yeah, they had Cromwells, they had Grizzlies, they had reproduction Yak Panthers,
Yeah, I remember
reproduction
that.
Stugs.
Well, in the desert, I think it would have to be a
Oh,
Crusader.
Stugs would be a good one. Actually, a
Or
Stug would be a good
Stugs.
one.
Yeah.
A
There's-
Finnish Stug.
Oh, the
A
Finnish
Winter
War.
War,
Like,
a Winter War
a-
tank movie.
That would be well. There is. No, there is. I know there's a
There
very
is.
good
Yeah.
Winter War movie,
I've seen
not
on
a
our-
tank one, but like just a Winter
I've seen
War.
one clip of a Winter War movie where somebody whips out like a PPSH or something, or
No, it's
or
the
KP-38.
it's the the Finnish one.
yeah, and
Are
he
there
just
enough
lays on a
Stugs?
snowbank while having some young guys fill magazines with bullets behind him, and he shoots at Russians and Soviets while screaming "demon" at them.
Lol.
That sounds.
Hercule!
But honestly, I'd be so down to see
Perkele!
I'd be so down to see a TV show or movie about the French second DB.
My summer car head ass. Yeah, but like, there's not a single French tank on Earth that you'd be able to
Yeah.
borrow for like a TV show, right?
Actually, I think it's in
Even
Saumur.
then, you could.
It's in Saumur that there is some still working French that were in the second DB. Because also there's a very cool thing about the DBs for Division Blindée, which means like armored corps.
Armored
Yeah,
division.
armored division. So the French Second Armored Division had a massive chunk of it that was made of Spanish soldiers that after the Spanish Civil War left. I was gonna say Finland.
After the Spanish Civil War, they left Finland. Well, hold on a minute.
But like, yeah, after were they the loyalists or the no, they were not the ones under Franco. So they left Spain, and they fought in the Second World War under the French flag, and a ton of Spanish soldiers fought in the second DB, and I feel like that would have such a good atmosphere. or just add such a good
That would be
detail.
pretty cool. That would be interesting, yeah, to have like a couple of Spanish-speaking
Yeah.
people from there. Speaking of the Spanish Civil War, I've been learning a lot about. I'm gearing up for one of my next tank videos, like tank documentary type videos. It's gonna be about the early stages of the like prototyping and development of the T-34,
Yeah.
and the origins can be traced from what I've been able to find mostly all the way back to the Spanish Civil War, which makes sense because that's kind of where the first time the Soviets got to use their tanks in action. And it was a lot of like the lessons they learned back in the Spanish Civil War is what led to them saying, okay, we need to make a new tank to replace the BT, and would eventually end up going into the T-34
I
because
like
it started out as just to replace the BT and then became also the T-26.
I like how no matter what we tried to do, we got sidetracked back to tanks. No
Yeah,
matter
I
what.
was thinking about that too.
Yeah,
No
because
matter
It's
it's
what.
supposed
just
to be a
it
universal
has to come
thing,
back. Yeah,
friendly to everybody, but we end up talking about tanks anyways.
no, yeah, it's the same. I mean, the three of us are just so it's so ingrained in. I
Yeah.
mean, it's ingrained in
It's what
me.
we
I don't know about
like.
you guys, but yeah. Well, that's what the whole thing I'm hoping is like. I want YouTube channel and things like that. Yeah, it's about me. It's about us. It's about you. But then it's the overarching theme is tanks. Like I hope that the most of the people
Well,
like you don't have to be like a avid tank enthusiast to like to like our content, but if you are, you get rewarded for it because we talk about it all the time. And if you're not, then at the very least you can say, "Oh, well, this is kind of cool," and I like how passionate they are about it. And it's like a neat little thing that you get to see every now and
yeah, well, I
then.
mean, yeah. No, it's
I
no.
like
Well,
it. I mean, I can it a lot.
So yeah. Back to Star Wars.
That's what you sound like in my head when I'm thinking about Nomad, which I do very often at
Oh
3 a.m.
Jesus. Okay, I'm
That's
touched.
why.
I'm
That's why
thinking
he's
when
watching
I
him
think
through the
about
window.
when I think yeah I'm watching him as well. We're both. I need to meet up with you. I need to get whatever angle you've got on him.
I'll give you my phone
Um,
number.
okay, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
I like his Fredbear mug. I look into his eyes and I just feel warmth and joy
I feel
and
a
fear.
connection, honestly.
I feel a connection on the most deepest and humane levels that I don't feel with anybody else. And I think that's special, Nomad. I think that's a very interesting
I think
effect
we're
that you
meant.
have on
I
me.
think we're meant for each other.
I have a boner.
But yeah,
I'm sorry. I had to say it.
I know you had to say
We're
it.
gonna say a lot of things on this podcast. This is
Oh,
only
what?
the pilot.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say a lot of
this is the
things.
fucking.
There's a lot to be said.
We're just
Well, I mean,
taking
it's
up.
either that or yeah,
We're
it's
slowly
either
taking
that
up speed on the runway. We're starting to take off, and our plane is already crashing down.
the plane. Yeah, as soon
Yeah,
the
we're
plane
doing
came
like
off the
fine
runway.
comparison metaphors and stuff. But we're talking about tanks. No wonder it's gonna
Yeah,
crash. It's too heavy.
the plane. We've loaded this plane up with tanks, and so the plane has come off the runway barely. The landing gear are folded up, and then immediately the pilot has realized we are not going to make it, and now the plane is slowly starting
To stall
slowly
If
and
you want
starting
to
to
see what
dip,
it's like,
slowly
just
starting to
Google
dip.
Mayday on YouTube. Find whatever. That's what
Oh
we're doing
God.
right now.
I don't know if that sounds like some like how to see an ISIS beheading video type shit. Like this seems like the kind of thing like the one
On
NSFW
YouTube.
video
On
on YouTube.
YouTube.
Wait,
Yeah,
no, that's what I mean.
of
Do you know how
course.
many videos there are on YouTube that have like one view that are like still like that kind of shit? It still happens.
No?
They're not. There are some corners of YouTube. You would be
Yeah, I'm
surprised.
sure.
Oh my
Okay, what
god.
about Live Leak?
I mean,
That
yeah.
sounds like
I
some
mean,
Live Leak shit, right?
Well, I was
I
hoping
actually
to
was
be
thankfully
funny.
able to mostly avoid a lot of that. Like I was actually not really one of the kids who, although it was definitely like I was prime era to be the kind of kid who would see an ISIS beheading video while he was in middle school, or like Two Girls One Cup or whatever, like that kind of shit. Thankfully, I was able to avoid all that, so I have not. I'm not
you've
scarred.
never
I've
seen.
had a period where I had some morbid curiosity and would go on live leaks, see somebody do
Yeah,
something to themselves, and
nope.
I
I've
just go
never
on
done that.
4chan.
I've had
I would just go on
nah.
4chan for that.
I've had
Fortune's
friends
good
who
for
have
porn.
like. I wouldn't know. No, I've had
Depend
friends
which
and my
type you
brother and
want.
stuff, or if they've talked about like watching like r/watch people die or like those type subreddits. I've never even touched any of that stuff. Even like on r/tank porn, when there's a post marked as NSFW and it says in the title like dead German soldier on a Panzer IV, like I skip it. It's like, I don't know. I just never. I value my innocence, I guess.
Well, boys, that's gonna have to be it. It's been an hour.
Oh, that's it for episode 1. It's been an hour. Wow,
Yeah.
that felt less than an hour.
That could have
But
gone
that was
much
cool.
worse. We started getting a bit edgy at the end with live leaks, and
Yeah, I mean, you know,
I'm only sort of sorry for that.
if I have one thing left to say to the audience before we cut it out, it's go out there, go Google Mr. Hands, go Google that. You won't regret it.
I want to Google that.
Watch every single video and watch everything related
Or
to it.
just go see on
Google
YouTube.
Mr.
Don't hug me, I'm
Hands.
scared.
Don't hug me, I'm scared. I've never seen that. I don't know. What it
Oh
is.
my god, you're in for a treat.
Probably not, based on what we're talking about.
So weird. It's like
Okay.
there's not. Well, yeah, there's some graphic things, but it's just the atmosphere. It's so weird.
No, man, I'm gonna have to cut you off for a
But
second. We're
still,
getting sidetracked.
We're getting sidetracked.
We're getting sidetracked. We're gonna have to end it here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to end it
You
here.
guys have a
We're getting
good one.
sidetracked again.
You guys have a
For
good
now,
one.
we've
Thank you
we've
for
stayed stuck in
coming.
the desert, and
Yeah.
we'll pick up this conversation again once. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go walk out towards this bush over here, and I'm gonna go find an iguana that we can see if we can eat tonight. And then
I'm gonna
we'll
go
pick
to
this
that other
conversation
bush
back
and
up
take a
when I'm done.
piss.
I'm gonna stay there and do the outro meanwhile, because I do thank you all for coming and staying this long on the first podcast we ever did. It's a thing we're trying. I've had fun. Have you guys had fun?
I hate you.
Yeah, fuck you.
I hate you.
Oh,
I'd rather
I've
be
had
playing
fun
Five Nights at
nonetheless.
Freddy's.
I'm into being hated, so
Yeah, he's a masochist. I like this guy.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've
Something we
driven
have
a
in
tank
common.
in the desert. Of course, I'm a masochist.
Anyway, you guys have a good one.
Anyways, thank you. Please.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for
Hopefully
watching.
we'll come back for episode 10.
We'll
episode
probably
2.
come back for more. And now it's a part of a video where I do the whole like and subscribe thing. No, just kidding.
Anyway, bye bye.